no, 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 no. What are you doing? Right? Hey there. Can we all just stop rushing? Specifically in the morning, just rushing around, chaos, just tripping over ourselves, trying to figure out what to wear, what am I going to eat for lunch, specifically to folks who are still working, right, and not working from home. Although even working from home, figuring out what you're going to eat for lunch, that can be monumental. Just rushing around and then never feeling like we've caught up. Even hours later, it still feels like we're trying to catch up. So let's stop rushing and instead start our days with intention and peace, and maybe even set ourselves up or be better prepared to do the things we want and need to do the rest of the day. Hey, I'm Amy Kennedy, the Creative Crone, and this is where we talk about aging our way. And today, we're doing it with intention. All right, so before we talk about anything with not rushing in the morning, we have to time travel to the night before and to actually get a few things ready the night before. I can't tell you how much my life changed when I started picking out what I would wear the next day. So I'd go into my closet, pick out what I was going to wear, and then because I get ready in the bathroom, I hang everything up in the bathroom, so it's all ready to go. My husband calls it his flat person. He lays it out in his bathroom. It's his flat person. I thought, let me try it. It's just been great because for some unknown reason, I can't make a decision to save my life in the morning. So I pick out my outfit beforehand. The second thing I do the night before is choose what I'm going to eat for lunch the next day, and potentially breakfast, although I don't always eat breakfast. Now, again, this is perhaps for people who aren't retired yet, but I would actually say, even if you are retired, why not pick out or prepare what you're going to eat for lunch the next day? Because I think when we leave it to the last minute, we either just like grab whatever seems easy, or we go out to eat, which is maybe spending money you don't need to be spending, unless you're going out to lunch with friends. Then I 100% agree with that. But typically, when you make your lunch the night before, it's healthier and more satisfying. And then when it's time for lunch, you just get to eat your lunch and not waste time trying to make your lunch or figure out what you're having for lunch at the same time. The next thing is, no one's gonna like hearing this. I used to hate hearing this. You have to wake up earlier. I'm so sorry. You just do. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying set your alarm for 5 a.m., although some of you might be getting up early right now. But for those of us who don't naturally wake up earlier, start with 10 minutes, not even 15, just start with 10. Start with 10 minutes. I know you can do it. You can't believe what 10 minutes can do for you in the morning. Besides, time is very weird in the morning. If you have to be someplace, time is weird. It goes fast, it goes slow, it just runs at a different time. So if you give yourself that extra 10 minutes, you might even have time to sit down and have that one good cup of coffee. Wonderful. All right. And also you might have to go to bed a little bit earlier. The next thing, don't check your phone the first thing when you get up in the morning. And I know that's really hard. We've all become so accustomed to, it's just that automatic thing, right? Any messages, any like notifications, whatever. I would suggest not sleeping with the phone next to your bed, because then it's even easier when you wake up to look at it. Now, I understand when my mom was in hospice, that phone was right next to me. I mean, when I wasn't with her day and night, if I was home, the phone was right next to me. That's different. If you're taking care of aged parents, or if you still have kids at home, when our youngest was home and he'd go out, we kept our phone near us, right? That's different. This is talking more to the people who are just checking their phone just to check their phone because it's what they always do in the morning. But that phone is like a little black hole. It's a swirly, twirly black hole that you fall into, and then you look up and it's 37 minutes later, and now you have to rush to get ready. So just try again with the 10 minutes. Try 10 minutes. Just wait 10 minutes to look at your phone. But then up that, like maybe each week up at 5 minutes. I would say try and not look at your phone until you're almost ready to go out the door. Because at any time you look at your phone, it's a trap. It's a little trap. I don't know why it is. All right, I'm interrupting my own list right here. I have my mornings pretty well figured out. I do pretty well with these mornings. I typically am not rushing. I typically have everything to go. Am I perfect? No, of course not. So mornings are great. When I get going during my day and I'm in the thick of it, all that kind of flies out the door. Being in the present moment, being intentional. It's like I'm just zoom, 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 zoom. And thinking 17 steps ahead. And the other day at work, I was closing a library. That sounds terrible, like I'm closing a library. It's for actually a new build. So we have to close the old building, staff pack up, they're out. Now we're packing up the rest of the stuff, the collection, making sure everything is done right. We have a vendor come in and do that part of it. Too much information. Anyways, I'm noticing that two of the workers are packing something up that doesn't need to be packed up. And so I'm trying to get their attention and they're not hearing me. Was anyone going to die? No. Was it an emergency? No. Could it have been easily fixed? Yes. But goodness gracious, I was on a mission. I stood up and I didn't run, but very quickly was walking towards them. And the whole time just going, no, hey, wait a minute. The carpeting is about 50 years old, so there's some lumps and bumps. My tip of my shoe caught on one of those bumps. I did that cartoon trying to catch myself forward momentum. I flew for a little bit, and then I just had to surrender to it. I flew, I fell, I skidded on the carpeting, finally came to a stop. I don't know if you can see it. It is literally just like total bruise, scraped, bruise. I had a blister here, my knee bruised. Everybody stops. That got everyone's attention. Is she okay? I'm like, I'm okay. Luckily, I was pretty much okay. So got up. We found some old frozen peas in the refrigerator and put ice on it. Someone had some ibuprofen. That night, I took a Epsom salt bath. I was fine. My point is, I need to figure out the rest of my day and how to stay present. So even though it seems like I've got it figured out, I do in the morning. It's the rest of the day I need to figure out. So I'm going to be trying some different things and I'll share those with you in a later episode. All right, back to the list. I'm actually on number 5. I haven't been counting with you, but this is the 5th thing. Romanticize your morning routines. I know, what does that mean? I don't know. Play music while you're getting ready. Have some nice smells around you. So whether you have an essential oil diffuser or you've got some perfume that you like. Now I know a lot of us work in places that have scent policies, but maybe you just spray like a cotton ball or something and you're smelling that while you're getting ready. Maybe you light a candle, but remember to blow it out before you leave, and fire safety while you're getting ready. But things like that help you make your environment beautiful for yourself while you're doing these things that you're doing. I love to play music. Also, I'm going to be doing a whole series on romanticizing our life. So turning the mundane to magical. I think I'm doing that next month, so look for that as well. All right. The last thing, is it the last thing? It is. It is the last thing. Number 6, take time for reflection. You know I love my reflection. I love my one good cup. I've done an episode on that. I'll link it above somewhere around here. So have one good cup of coffee where you have the time to just sit down, think about your day, think about yesterday. Have a notebook that you can write your thoughts down in. It doesn't take long to drink a cup of coffee in a calm, peaceful way and to reflect. If you're, worried that you're going to just waste time, set a timer. My watch is a smartwatch, and so I can set a timer right from my watch. So maybe it's 5 minutes. Maybe it's those extra 10 minutes that you got in the morning. Maybe you're all ready. You've got your lunch packed and you've got your clothes on that you picked out the night before, and now you just sit down with your cup of coffee and you've got your book, and maybe you look out the window and you just write some thoughts down, or not. But no matter what, you have that peaceful time before you leave. Also, you can even be thinking about, here are the things that I want to be doing today or need to be doing today. And in a calm, peaceful way, you can just bullet point those out. Have your cup of coffee and then start your day. And I will guarantee you the rest of your day, unless, you're like me and you haven't quite figured out the rest of your day and you're still just running a million miles an hour after you get to work, we'll figure that out. We will. It will change how you see the rest of your day. All right. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you next time. All right. Bye, everyone.